behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But don't forget about that subscribe button and the bell, and click them both and you'll get the latest interviews and episodes whenever they become available. And feel free to leave a comment in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you there. And go to facebook.com/PalmMashTV, which is our official page. And feel free to follow us there, inbox us, comment on the things you see. And if you'd like to email us, it's palmmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And you can use that not just if you're a band or a solo artist, but if you're just simply a fan. We love fan mail as well, so use that to send us a fan letter, and we'll get back to you as quickly as we can. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. From Franklin, North Carolina, we have Jerry Harmon with us today. Very talented artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we're going to get to that in a second, and it starts right now. All right, welcome to the interview section of our show, and with us from Franklin, North Carolina, we have Jerry Harmon. Jerry Harmon. Thanks for joining us, Jerry.
Thank you for giving me an honor to be here. I just spoke with a mutual acquaintance, Linda Rico, who introduced me to you, a promoter friend in California, sends her regards.
Well, I appreciate that, Jerry. Why don't we start with the obvious question? Tell us a little bit about how you began in the music business. I mean, I'm sure everybody would love to hear that.
Well, I grew up in a family of storytellers and musicians. It was passed along. My father, my grandfather, my uncle handmade banjos, and I grew up in storytellers. My great grandfather is credited by historians as being the first Ranger Jack tales in America. Most people are familiar with Jack and the Beanstalk, but that's only one of many. There's a lot of those tales. I do that also. And I started playing guitar when I was around 10 years old, I guess. And family musicians, like I said, my grandmother played the washboard. My grandfather, he played the jug after he got it empty. And my uncle made banjos, and I just kind of grew up in it. The old bluegrass, mountain, Carter family, Bill Monroe. That was my early influences.
Oh, okay. That's a good story. Tell us about your influences again. What are some of the artists that you grew up with?
Well, I had so many influences. I'm from a pretty large family. I have 7 siblings, all of them older than me. And of course, my father, my uncle, and my family. And as I said, I grew up listening to a lot of bluegrass and gospel. That was my first influence, Maybelle Carter on the guitar. But then my older brothers and sisters listened to a lot of different kind of things. And so they were listening to Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, and and Chuck Berry and the Beatles, whatever. And then later in my life, I was listening to Southern rock and rock and roll, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple. So my influences came from so many directions, and I think that's why my writing today is pretty versatile. I do a lot of different styles of music myself. When I perform, I write everything from bluegrass to comedy to love songs. Not a lot of those, but some. And I think it's benefited me to have a lot of influences.
Yeah, and it's good that you have a lot of different genres that you enjoy, because that's what we do here on the show. We love country, rock, heavy metal, whatever. So
I've noticed you have a really good show. You really do.
Well, I appreciate that, Jerry. Well, tell everybody where we can find you at. I mean, are you on any streaming platforms? Where's your social media at? Let us know.
There's quite a few things on YouTube. You can type my name in. But my website is jerryharmonmusic.com. Welcome to go there and email me, or Jerry, Jerry _ Harmon, HARMON 35 at yahoo.com. Jerry _ Harmon 35 at Yahoo. Contact me at either of those places.
Okay, and you got. I'm sorry. What I was going to say was, do you have any CDs or anything people could buy? Or
I do. The last CD I did was close to 218, then to 217, 2017 actually. Walk Softly, and it did really well. It was one of the top 15 that year in Europe. I was in some pretty good company with Marty Stewart, Willie Nelson, Reba McEntire, Old Dominion, and that one I was really thrilled with. I was blessed to do well with that, and I'll be glad to send you one. Just email me and let me know the information.
Okay, well, we'll probably take advantage of that. And we're getting ready to watch a video in just a minute. It's called Wanna Come Home. Tells everybody the story about that. It might be self-explanatory, but maybe it goes deeper than that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, see, we recorded that video in Germany, close to the Black Forest area of Germany. And that's one of the songs that I wrote. I actually wrote another song at the time, very close to similar notes at the same time. It was called California Blue. And I was sitting out by the ocean in Santa Cruz. I was playing out on the West Coast, getting ready to go to UK actually after that. And I was just strumming on my guitar, and those words started coming out of my mind. A lot of times it works that way. Sometimes I'll have a story behind the song. One of the songs on my album, Man I Used to Be, I was actually at a friend's house looking out the window when I saw the cops arrive and take a man to jail, and there's a lot of domestic squabbling, and that took me back to another time, and I wrote that song, from an inspiration like that. But Want to Come Home is just something that started running through my mind, and the lyrics started coming, I started writing. There's really no story behind it, really.
Okay. Well, it is a great song. I've watched it a couple of times, and it's a great song. And I know everybody out there is dying to hear the song, and we'll get to that in just a second. But Jerry, we thank you so much for coming on the show. One day you'll have to come back on and plug something new for us.
I would absolutely love to. I'm got some things now. I'm looking at starting to think about recording another project. Got a lot of songs I've written and plenty to record. And so maybe we'll talk more about that another time.
Okay. All right, let's go right to the video, and here it is right now.
Headed to San Francisco, had a good show last night in Tahoe. I called up late, you didn't answer the phone. Playing in LA tomorrow, I'll leave the stage in time for the sorrow. The thrill of the road has long been gone. Days are getting longer, I'm growing older. Emptiness inside is growing bolder. Girl, all I want to do is come home. Lay your head on my shoulder. Headed west from Minnesota, stuck in a snowstorm in North Dakota, watching kids ride their sled from my motel room. Took me back to a peaceful time when fantasies were fun in my mind. Reality wasn't so damn hard and cold. Days are getting longer, I'm growing older. Emptiness inside is growing bolder. Girl, all I want to do is come home. Lay your head on my shoulder. 40 East Carolina bound, I won't be stopping in many towns. Man, that painted as a sunrise is something to see. Gave a man right out of my store. He had a guitar, nowhere special to go. We rode through the desert night, singing Bobby McGee. Days are getting longer, I'm growing older. Emptiness inside is growing bolder. Girl, all I want to do is come home, lay your head on my shoulder. Girl, all I want to do is come home, lay your head on my shoulder.